Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome. We're going to color. Again, we're going to give this another try. I don't think it went bad last time. There's some kinks to be worked out. I got to work out some stuff in my setup as well. But I think all in all, I'm really excited for when we get to 1,000 subscribers. And I believe we will do that by next month. So I'm excited about doing these lives and actually being able to chat with you guys when we do this. We might extend the time on them and might even double the time length on them so that we have time to sit and chat. But, well, it's just me rambling away. I like to stick to about 20 minutes. I found a new Epcot background music for Illuminations. So I've got that on in the background. I'm actually kind of running a test on it to see if it's got ads, because if I put one on that I don't know while I'm doing the readings and it has ads, totally pulls me out of the readings. So that's always bad. I want to color something different than I colored the last time. I want to actually look at this little tiny coloring book came in, and it's a poster art of the Disney parks. Not all my coloring books are Disney. I've got actually a lot of really cool mandalas and some astrology and some tarot even coloring books. But I wanted to take a look. Oh, look. I love that. That might be one I want to color today. I love that. Oh, I didn't even see. Look, it's Alice on the other side. I have felt kindred to Alice my whole life. I used to think it was because, I had slipped down I was in danger of slipping down the rabbit hole into my crazy spiritual stuff. Now I realize I had already slipped down the rabbit hole because normal life is what's crazy. Anyway, look, you've got the little bears around this one. I love this. And actually, what's cool about these are actual postcards. If I wanted to color one of these and send them to you, I could totally do that. Look at this. How cool is this? I really like this. There's the country bears. These posters used to fascinate me when I was a kid leaving Disneyland. I loved them. I used to have some actually when they started selling them for the first time. I think I was working there, and cast members got like a good discount on them. And I owned a few of the postcards that you'd see in the train station as you were leaving. There's just something special about those posters. I love them so much. Adventure awaits at Mystic Point. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know. That's Hong Kong Disneyland. That is so cool. I didn't know there were like all the parks in here. Oh, there's... I suppose I should stop looking and start coloring, but Oh, it's a small world. It's a Small World in Paris is the best version, like, ever. It's so colorful and bright and beautiful. Although, the one at Disneyland... Okay, I take that back. It's the second best. The one at Disneyland's the best. Because just the way Walt did it with the entrance and the exit, and it's outside, and it's just... it's California, so it's usually bright and sunny. Cinderella Castle Mystery Tour. Tokyo Disneyland. This is so cool. Oh, look at the Evil Queen and Maleficent. Or the mirror, actually. Oh, and there's the Evil Queen. That's cool. The Orbitron. That's Paris. I love Paris. I mean, I liked Paris too, but the Paris theme park, Disney theme park, is also my second favorite to Disneyland. There's the monorail at Disney World. Oh. See, now it's like I'm all torn because I want to color these, but it's like, I'm like, oh, but I don't even know what colors what colors would I color them? I overthink everything. Oh, look, there's our tiki birds. All right. This is my rock that my lovely, lovely friend painted for me, and I usually have, she gave to me, and I usually have it sitting in the plant next to my bed, but I pulled it out the other day to use in the setup, so it's still sitting here. We've got Ganesh. I need to pull in like creative energy for when I'm doing this. I got my Argon pyramid with the emerald chipstones and make hearts. I don't know if you can tell that those are hearts. I love this, and that's gold. No, it's copper, I think, in there. I love that too. All right, I'm going to stop rambling and we'll get to some coloring. I hope you have taken the opportunity to get yourself a coloring book or some kind of art project and, you know, have your feet up maybe with a nice cup of cocoa or a coffee or a chai latte, some such. I'm surprised how much coloring is intimidating me in my adult life. I think this is going to be a good process for me, if nothing else, because I need to loosen up. Good grief. I need to loosen up. So I'm going to start that process by coloring this green, even though it probably isn't green in real life. Some of these are just really hard too because it's like so tiny because they're, you know, it's postcard sized and everything. I actually don't know that this is the best choice for me to do while I'm talking because I feel like I'm going to need to really focus on this. Let me grab something. Yeah, I love these. I mean, these are great, but we'll do this at a different time. Let me grab something large and unchallenging. Astrology and cats. How large and unchallenging will that be? We're just going to go to the first page. I'm not going to spend the next 20 minutes picking a thing. And we're going to start with a very bright pink because I'm sure all Aries love very bright pink. You know, I think that's probably wrong. I always see Aries as like a yellow orangey color. I don't know. How are you today? And since I can't see your responses just yet, check in with yourself. Take a deep breath. Take a big sip of whatever drink it is that you've got there and check in with yourself. How are you today? You know, we are a week into the new year at the point of this recording. And, you know, so we're moving away from the holiday energy, the new year energy and all of that. Oh, it didn't bleed through. Oh, that's fantastic. You know, so take a breath. Let's slow it down here a little bit. Let's really check in. You know, how are we doing? Oh, I just lost the sunlight. Hang on one second. I'm going to turn on my bigger light. Tends to at least even out the light, if nothing else. But yeah, just take a real check with yourself. How are you doing? It's like I feel like we've been running nonstop all through the Christmas, all through the New Year's. You know, there's so much going on in the world right now, and there's so much change happening, and you know, this time of year is always kind of crazy anyway, but now we've kind of entered that lull of January. So I think it's okay if you take a breath. If you take a breath and really just ask yourself, you know, how did you get through the holidays? In one piece? I know that there was a lot of grief this holiday season. A lot of people lost people last year and the year before. So, you know, there's just so much change going on. Even if you didn't lose anybody physically, it's like we've lost sight of maybe who we were or, you know, what our customs were, what life used to be. I mean, we live in a very different world right now than we've ever lived in before. I'm sure that there are good parts of that. I haven't really seen them quite yet, to be honest with you. But, you know, I'm trying to stay positive because I know that I believe this shift ends in more light on the planet and more love and more kindness. I think that, you know, we're still getting pushed towards our breaking point, though, so that we will do the things that we need to do to be in that space of love and light and kindness. That's why I highly encourage everybody to do that for themselves personally now, because you don't need God pushing you to a breaking point. You know, it's just not something that you need. You know, the 11th of January, that's this come Tuesday, I believe. The reason I mention is because it marks the 21-day mark to the next new moon. Now, hear me out here. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking for myself, so I'll share, and you can decide if this is something for you or not. Let's, I kind of see the new year like Splash Mountain. We've come down the big flume. We've kind of settled into the water and, slowed down. Obviously, Splash Mountain, then you're heading to the end of the ride. But, well, even if you want to follow that analogy, where are you going to go once you get off this ride? What's your next plan? The 11th is 22 days till the end of the month, which is, depending on where you are, the new moon is either January 31st or February 1st, late at night or early in the morning. So the 11th to then is 21 days. That is, the old adage about it takes 21 days to start a new habit or to kind of nail a habit. It's a great time to set up February, because January is always a bit chaotic. It's always a bit like, okay, we made all these New Year's resolutions or set intentions, and this year we had the new moon right there, so it's like we had all these great hopes and things for the new year, but it just always, it doesn't even need to be a pandemic or anything. It's always, you get midway through the month and you're like, okay, yeah, life has taken over, the kids need this and my job needs that. And, we lose sight usually by mid-month. So this is a good time to kind of get into that space, and rather than losing sight, double down. I'm going to set 21-day goals for myself. I told you, I think it was on the last one of these videos, that I've got a word for the year. It's ambitious. I'm going to choose a word for each month. January, it is consistency. So I'm going to really hit that hard on the 11th, and I'm going to try to do videos every single day. I'm also totally changing my diet. Big shifts, but I've really gone deep with my guides and have their complete support on this. And I've got everything in place that I need to do. I've got an amazing support system here at the house with my kids and Amy. So I feel like I'm able to do this. And if I can do this and maintain this for 21 days, I will go into the new month with the new moon, the next, lunar cycle, however you do time. I'll then go into that very strong, set on this new path that I want for this year for myself. I want to encourage you all to consider doing the same. Consider taking the 11th of January to the 31st of January and really nailing some habits, some new habits, something that you want to see come in your life, start in your life. Like your overall picture for 2022, now we're baby stepping it backwards. What do you need to accomplish in January to set up February? Like I said, for me, I'm going to really try to nail home consistency with these videos, and I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to totally overhaul my diet, because we've talked about this before. Last year I really worked on my physical strength and health, workouts and yoga and walking around the parks more, stuff like that, and I've made great strides in that. But what I haven't really done is touched my diet at all. So I feel like this year, if I can add that to my little building blocks of better health and lower weight, that'll be a great shift for me to make. Obviously it doesn't have to be weight for you, but whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish or achieve this year. We'll do it together. I'm doing it. I'll be here with you. I'll be talking about it. I'm going to be doing a new tarot reading. It's going to be called Tarot for Weight Loss. It's not really going to be about, it's not really tarot for weight loss exactly, but I am going to talk about health and nutrition and my own journey while we do those cards. And I'll just see what, every day, kind of like what God wants to say to us on these journeys. Anything that we might be missing out on or not seeing correctly, see what God brings through. And I think I'm excited about that. It's weird and it's different, and I've never done anything like it. And I like that stuff when stuff is weird and different. It makes me happy. It also throws me off, off my footing a little bit, but that's something that you can, reclaim. So far, there have been no ads in this video. It sounds like, so far, it's the music that they play before Illuminations started, when we were sitting there waiting. It's that music that's playing right now. It's an hour and a half video, so I'm going to guess that it's got the full show at the end too. So I'm kind of excited. I loved Illuminations. It, Harmonius has all the tech, which is great, but it's got some serious issues as well. I preferred Illuminations and Happily Ever After. I'm in that camp. I'm one of those people that I'm like, really, these are the new shows that we waited for and had such high expectations for, because they're all right. The fireworks themselves, at least I can't really speak for Epcot because I haven't seen it enough, but I live here where I can see the Magic Kingdom fireworks every night. They set them off like literally like diagonally across the street from my house, so they're very big and very loud every single night, and they are bigger and louder than they've ever been before. I mean, like, rattle the walls at times loud. It's kind of almost ridiculous. But so like from inside the show, from a pyrotechnic situation, very impressive. Beautiful fireworks. But and the whole thing about putting projections down Main Street was kind of cool, but I don't think they didn't really pull it off that well. I mean, it's just like the animations that they send down Main Street are kind of like, whatever. It's like you could see them or not see them, and it doesn't make any kind of difference at all. So I don't know. I'm not overly impressed by Enchantment or Harmonious. I do like that they added songs in different languages around World Showcase. I thought that was really, really cool. I like the fact that we're acknowledging that, it's World Showcase and there's different languages and cultures and all of that. Epcot's my favorite park, and it's because of World Showcase. And I think that speaks to my, I have a stellium, if it's astrology. Okay. I have a stellium in my 9th house, which is House of International Travel and that sort of thing. And my rising sign is in Sagittarius, which is the sign for international travel. And so I think that's why, World Showcase has always spoken to me so deeply. It's honestly, it's the reason that I wanted to move here at 18 when I first saw it, and probably am here now, because that never went away. I always wanted to be able to go to Epcot every day and just sit in a different country. And I have done that. And I enjoy that. I really do. I'm so looking forward to Festival of the Arts starting up. That is well, I don't know if it's my favorite festival. I want to say that it is. That Broadway series is amazing. I love all the artistry, I love seeing the people paint, and I love seeing the different artists there with their products and their paintings and their creations. I think it's amazing. But then I also love, the Festival of the Holidays with all the storytellers. La Befana makes me cry every year, no matter how often I see her. Oh, she's in Italy. If you haven't seen her, you have to go see her. Oh my gosh, she makes me cry. That story is so beautiful. And that actress, oh my gosh. I hugged her after one performance, and I just told her, I said, you make my Christmas every year. Oh, I'm going to cry now just thinking about it. I love her. And then, of course, Food and Wine and Flower and Garden, I used to really love those. They've kind of gotten to the point now that it's like, I don't know. I don't even know. It's like, I feel like they lost their way. They lost their point somewhere. It's like, now it's just about spending money. So buying all this food and the drinks, and I don't know. I don't love them the way I used to love them. They've changed. I can't even tell you what exactly it is that's changed, but I don't love them the way I used to love them. We are closing in on 20 minutes. I'm going to close in on my thought that I, derailed myself on there with, all of Disney. Think about that, the date situation. January 11th to the 31st. That is 21 days. Think about something you want to have accomplished, changed, set towards your goals for this year. And then let's set ourselves up for a really strong February, because I really feel like doing that, it puts us ahead of the game, because most people are going to struggle all through January and then February, and then the year gets away from you. Let's set ourselves up really strong. Let's set ourselves up to accomplish what we set out to accomplish, what we want to do this year. So what kind of things can you change over the next 21 days from the 11th to the 31st that will help February be just amazing and totally on track and totally what you want it to be? That's kind of the question I'm putting out there for you. For me, like I said, I'm going to work on my consistency, because that was my word of the month. And consistency with these videos, consistency with my skincare and water, and consistency with food. Did I say that already? Sorry. I got to looking at the pictures and was like, what the heck was I saying? Consistency with the videos, consistency with food, skincare, and water. That's where I'm going for the next 21 days. I've got this plan set up. I've got the support of my whole household behind me. I'm making major changes in my diet. I've got the YouTube channel set the way I want it to, with the videos that I want to do right now. I'm giving Disney still a little bit of a wide berth until, the things out there settle down just a bit more. So that kind of leaves me free and open for the next 21 days of not doing much outside the house. So I feel really positive and strong about this. And then I can go into February and we can bring Disney back in. And I think that this YouTube channel is going to hit its 1,000 subscribers in there, because my consistency is going to pay off. I believe that very, very, very strongly. And now I'm thinking about coloring. I'm like, I want to do this one here, but I don't know what. I already did a reverse on that. I don't know what colors to make it. Anyway, I told you I would only hold you hostage for 20 minutes, and we're just over that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up. This was a much easier coloring experience for me than the other one was. I need to find something that I don't have to focus on too much. I think what I might do, though, is color some on my own time, and then I'll share with you maybe some of the more intricate things that I've colored. Because I feel like this is a good project for me to kind of loosen up a bit. I've gotten very tense over the years and very, anal retentive, if you will. And I think this is really good for loosening me up. And I like the feeling that I get as I'm doing this. So this may be something that I just tend to do on my own time as well, and then I'll share with you. I do have comments on the channel now, so if you want to share with me, I don't know if you can share photos. I was gonna say, if you wanted to share photos with me, you could do that. But I don't think you can put photos in YouTube comments. I'm not sure. We'll figure that part out. Anyway. Think about the 11th to the 31st. Think about February, okay? The 11th to the 31st, we're setting up a strong, successful, prosperous February. Oh, I have so much more I want to talk to you guys about and tell you, but we'll have to wait for the next video. For now, I'm sending you my love, and I thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe so that we can get to that 1,000 level and we can actually chat during these videos. And like I just said, I will see you on the next video. Go forth into your day and be successful and abundant and happy. Sending you my love.